Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cube-bone stallion with the lip. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now.
Ready?
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Hurts to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
To try again after the sack. Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. It got his man complete. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. Well, that'll help get you out of danger. So much for playing it conservatively back towards your own goal line.
That aggressive mentality, sometimes you can use it, and they did there against a defense who probably thought to themselves, there's no way they take a shot here this deep in their own territory.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man is Noah Brown. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 25 yards that time.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. 6-0 our score after one. Now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Hurts fumbles it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I mess up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Dallas Cowboys. This one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. On the move past the 40. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. From the gun, here's Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now it's Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be out right at the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Watson looks to throw again. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 1st down, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And this throw incomplete. Of a defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Here's Watson. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On fourth down, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling, if got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you.
And now it's blocked. The Browns have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10, and he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. The Browns send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown!
It's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away, but this one might be over by halftime.
And since you've already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7th.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Watson on 3rd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Micah Parsons.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. On 4th down on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but
he rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Micah Parsons
able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Well, this defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. This is caught. It's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
What a way to start the second half. These guys are showing no signs of letting up. They have a chance to take a decided advantage with this possession.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dak Prescott.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, 'cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Burrow going to throw again. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 40 yards. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Play action now, Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the red zone now, Prescott on the move to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They begin with a run by Mixon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Burrow from his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. On play action, Prescott. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Throwing, Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. Able to get away, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 15.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this a spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott on play action. And this is going to be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hill. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball.
Touchdown, Bengals! Hayden Hurst, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And the shake it. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators probably tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number 1, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number 2, you got to make smart decisions with the football. And that time, that simply was not a smart decision.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down throw for Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he floated one out there incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down, here's Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the sack on first down, Prescott under pressure, they got him again. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Play action now. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Brown. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On play action, Prescott. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It was Anthony Barr that time who got in there and made the play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, gotta go.
Burrow looking to pass. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On third down, Mixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They're going to try the jet sweep on third and long. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, how about this on first and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. They're going to try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find it.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this throw caught left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 52 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the ball is knocked out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
Yeah, it was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he'll get in for the score, and that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there of 22. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've got down the numbers. There he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 96 yards. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalist not overly excited.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Prescott on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with